welcome to North Carolina Wine TV, episode number 6. I am your host, Kip Bodner, with
your other host, Jeff Cohen. Sometimes we're co-hosts, sometimes we're hosts. That's just how we roll here.
What we are, co-host, host. They're all the same thing, people.
We're drinking wine though, and tonight we have some more wine.
We're back with wine, North Carolina Wine TV, your online video show that is dedicated to reviewing every single freaking bottle of wine made in North Carolina. It's a rough job, but we have to do it. We have to drink every wine that's made in North Carolina.
And actually, if every winery only had one bottle, that would be 80 shows.
It's true, but they don't. They have lots.
Lassie has how many?
Oh, I think they're like at a dozen.
Right, and last episode we looked at Biltmore,
which is like 2 dozen.
Yeah, so we're on a long journey drinking our way across North Carolina.
We're killing our livers for you, is really what it boils down to. We are hurting our health for you, the people. But it's okay, because we love North Carolina wine. We want to find out and learn more about it. Also, if you need to get in touch with us, we love comments on the post. Please let us know how we can make the show better. We're still getting started, trying to figure out format and everything else. So any suggestions you have about how we can do the show better or wines that you want us to try on the show, let us know. And how can people get in contact with us?
Well, our email address is contact@northcarolinawine.tv. There should be a little button probably down about there, I think. Down over there.
It's either here or it's over there.
Yeah, we'll learn after this episode.
It's one side or so.
But, so real quick, email us, leave comments, subscribe in an RSS feed, which gets you these episodes automatically every time they come out. There's this little thing called Twitter. You can find out more about North Carolina Wine.tv by following us on Twitter. We even have a Facebook page.
We do. So if you want to fan us up on Facebook, we'd love it. We'd love it. It would make us happy if you fanned us up on Facebook, so please do it.
Because if you've been watching this show so far, you know we're marketers. We're actually social media guys. So that's why all these shiny buttons are down there, or maybe over there.
Really, the only thing in life you like more than wine is shiny buttons. Just remember that. Okay, but Jeff, we've got a white wine today.
Okay.
And it's from Rag Apple Lassie Vineyards. And Rag Apple Lassie is in Boonville, North Carolina, which is part of the Yadkin Valley area. For those of you who may not be familiar, it's over near Mount Airy and Pilot Mountain. Jeff has requested when we visit that we stop and get a pork chop sandwich.
That's right. I hear that's one of the things that you have to eat when you're in Mount Airy.
I have heard the same thing too.
Okay.
Supposedly awesome. But anyway, Rag Apple Lassie, named after the winery, is named after the gentleman's prized cow.
I think it's a calf.
Calf,
actually.
Excuse me. Calf, not cow. Excuse me. I apologize for that inaccuracy. So that's up with the funky name. Why don't you walk us through the packaging, Mr. Cohen?
Okay.
Tell us what we think. What are we looking at?
Well, the first thing is we're sitting outside, and this is a chilled bottle of white wine.
We drink the white wine cold. We're not scared.
There's quite a bit of condensation.
It's true.
So they did that very well.
The condensation well.
That's right. They got that to stay on the package nicely. It is a unique.
It's a funky shaped bottle.
That's right, a unique shaped bottle. And I noticed when we were in the store, we bought this at Total Wine, that every bottle of Rag Apple Lassie
is shaped like that.
So
what do you think like that? Does that make it stand out, or does that make it fugly?
I think it makes it stand out.
I do too. I agree. I think it's a pretty good call on their part. Because I'll be honest with you, they're a relatively new winery. I think they're only a few years old. And they're probably one of the better-known wineries in North Carolina. That's why we're trying to do them early on, because we know a lot of people are kind of aware of them and the wines they're making. I think part of it has to do with the out-there name and the out-there packaging, pretty over-the-top logo. So, I mean, packaging-wise, it's not classy.
No.
I wouldn't call it classy, but is it going to grab your attention and get you to look at the bottle? Yeah, it does it. Does it well.
And there is a cow sitting on the moon with a star behind it, drinking wine.
Sounds like a pretty awesome cow.
To me, that says wine goes with beef, and that's pretty out there for a white wine. But, hey, when you drink wine, you drink what you like.
And so what we're drinking today is the Yadkin Valley Pinot Gris. It is the estate grown. So this means that Rag Apple Lassie has an estate in the Yadkin Valley, their own farm, that they grow their own grapes and they make their own wine. So it's made right there at the vineyard. And this is from 2006 is the vintage year on this.
Okay.
So let's pour this and see what we're looking at. Okay, so Pinot Gris is really normally probably referred to in the Alsatian region of France. Is probably the most popular part of the world it's grown in. Normally a pretty medium-bodied white wine.
Okay.
Pretty tasty. Let's.
Yeah, it actually seems to have some body.
It's got some body to it. It's not.
Which is hard to tell sometimes with a white wine.
But it has some legs. You'll see
Yep.
some of the legs on the glass, which kind of indicate a pretty decent body from time to time.
Mhm.
What do you think about the color?
Color looks like white wine.
It's golden.
Yeah.
Golden, delicious, whatever.
Okay.
Let's see. Not getting a whole lot, but what does it smell like to you?
What does it smell like to
If
me?
you had to say something, what does it smell like? It doesn't smell like damn much of anything. To me,
No, it
Are you-
smells like.
a little honey, I mean like this much.
Okay.
What do you think it smells like? I mean, can you smell it? I'm having a hard time smelling it.
I'm not smelling many distinctive.
No,
Types of
it's
smell.
very challenged from
Okay.
an aromatic smell standpoint. So let's see what it tastes like.
Okay. It is also challenged from a taste standpoint.
It's not that good.
No.
Let's be honest. It doesn't completely suck. It's just not that good. So what's bad about it? The nose is bad.
Right.
What's bad about the taste?
It doesn't really taste like anything, and it has a bit of a harsh. It's a bit harsh on your tongue.
Harsh on the finish, right back here.
Okay.
Um,
It
I get-
doesn't even have much body.
no. Pretty lightweight on the body. I get a little pineapple. Get like this, a little tiny bit of pineapple. A little. It's slightly tropical, slightly, and I get maybe a little toastiness from some oak or something that they've aged it in. But it's not bad. It just doesn't taste like anything.
Right.
It's like they could have filled this up with water. I mean, it's not to that extreme, but it's just not delicious. Like, it's not to the point where I'm like, food would make this better, because I don't think it would, because there's not much to bring out. It's not like
Right.
you're trying to tone like some acidity down or something that may be a little too sharp. There's no sharpness. I could use a little acidity, a little crispness on this.
Probably good to cook with, though. You can always cook with wine. If you get a bottle of wine and you just don't care for it, use it for cooking.
Let's be honest, Jeff. We're gonna come across some wines in the show
Yeah.
that we're gonna cook with. I mean,
So maybe that's a designation that we're looking for.
we're trying to come up with our rating system.
That's right. There's drinking wine, and there's cooking wine. We found a cooking wine.
This is a cooking wine, without question, a cooking wine. And I'm going to close it out by saying I think this is a fat wine. Fat meaning it's like flabby. It doesn't have any flavor. It doesn't have any like crispness, sharpness that you know when you drink a little white wine. Even you dudes out there, because you know you rock the white wine. You know, this just doesn't bring it. It just doesn't bring any of that flavor that you really want it to. I look forward to try their other wines.
Right.
I hope that we are pleasantly surprised with some of their other wines. I will say the 2006 Pinot Gris, though, definitely a food wine, and not to eat with, cook with.
That's
Sorry.
right. And our new close, which we debuted last episode, here's to the Old North State.
Go grab a bottle.